Namaste. My name is Sachin. In last 10 years, I have cycled 30,000 km and walked 20,000 km across India, and here is my story. After I finished my masters from TIS Mumbai, I was working with a very big international foundation. The job was really good, the salary was very good. The professor I was working under, he even offered me to do a PhD in United States, fully funded. But here is the thing, if you like something, if you are good at something, and if you are getting lots of perks out of it, it does not mean that you have to do it for the rest of your life. So after I paid all my education loans and the loans I had because I had to take care of my sister's wedding as a young boy because I didn't have parents, after everything of the past was paid, I decided to leave my job and find my own path. So how do I find my path? I don't know. I did not know what to do that time. When I was studying in TIS, all the people were very well educated. I came from a village. They used to speak big things, uh, talking about big writers, talking about big things, uh, very big issues, and uh, I did not know anything. I did not know about anything. I was clueless, a boy from a village who somehow got good marks, cleared the exam, and got admission into a good college. But I really did not know anything about the world. So, how can I understand the world? I thought. And then I had this thought, okay, now I have money, so I will go to Andaman Island, stay there for 6 7 months, and I will read hundreds of books. So I bought almost 100 books worth 30 40,000 rupees, and I have made this beautiful plan to study and drink beer by the beach. But here is another thing, life has its own plans. In a week, I was about to leave for Andaman Island when a friend called me to meet three French guys. They were traveling from Mumbai to Delhi on bicycle. In the evening, I helped them to make the route map. But while talking to them, something came to my mind that Sachin, never in your life you have taken the tough path. You have always chosen the easiest path. And this journey these guys are doing, it looks very difficult. It looks physically and mentally challenging. So why don't you do it? So I asked these guys, can I join you guys for your journey? And they were very happy. They got a free guide. So next morning at 5 a.m., I left with them by stealing a bicycle from college campus with the help of a friend. And very first day, I ended up cycling almost 200 kilometers. By the time we reached Udaipur, these guys decided to take a train, but somehow I continued the journey and I ended up cycling across deserts of Jaisalmer and Gujarat, Rajasthan, and finally I finished my first bicycle journey from Mumbai to Delhi. It took me almost 2.5 months. The journey was physically challenging, mentally exhausting at times, and there were moments when I felt really lonely. There were all kinds of moments. So I finished my journey. I came back to Bombay. The plan of Andaman was all shattered. And then a very devastating thing happened in the world. In April 2015, Nepal was devastated by an earthquake. In April 2025, there were two massive earthquakes in Nepal. Almost 10,000 people died, thousands of people got injured, and so many families lost their homes. A group of Tata Trust was going there from Bombay to support people in need. I also joined them as a volunteer for 2 months. By the end of 1 month, on one fine morning, while I was carrying breakfast for the group, I myself fell from a 40 feet cliff deep down in the ditch. Somehow I survived, but I realized that my nose was hanging like this. It has come out like this, and after walking almost 30 kilometers, I found a medical camp, and I had to receive 12 stitches to support this nose. And 1 week later, I was transferred to Bombay, and in another 1 week, I had 3 surgeries to bring back my nose into its original shape. And what happened after that was really horrible. For next 77 days, I was doing nothing except lying in Savashan looking at the roof 24 hours. Every morning I had to go to the hospital for the dressing, and the rest of the day all I could do was look at the roof. I could not turn right, I could not turn left, I could not speak, I could not eat properly. If a friend makes a joke and I laugh, my nose will throw blood. If I sleep and I happen to breathe with my nose, it will throw blood and I will wake up. For next 75 days, my life was really horrible. But one good thing happened during this period of almost 3 months. I was able to look back at my life again and again. Whole day I was analyzing my life, what kind of life I have lived. It was like I was watching a picture of my life made by all the directors in the world and what they have to say about me. And the only thing I was really proud of myself was that I was able to take care of my family responsibilities. I was able to take care of my education, but that was over. And another thing that really struck out, the thing that really I was proud of and that thing I was really happy about, was this bicycle journey I took. Those 2.5 months spent on the road looking at the sky in the free open roads, I was happy. I felt a sense of freedom. I learned a lot. The things I learned in those 2.5 months, I did not learn in 20 years of education. So I made a vow to myself, the day I am going to be all right, I am going to live life on my own terms. And from there, my life changed forever. So the day my stitches got removed, the day I was able to breathe with my nose again, I borrowed a bicycle from a friend and I ended up cycling almost 30,000 kilometers across India. For 2 years, I cycled almost 30,000 kilometers, and then I was back in Bombay. One day, my friend Ishan, whose bicycle I was using, he called and he said he need his bicycle back. I returned the bicycle, but those few days I was spending in Bombay, I was feeling not very well. Well, in the sense that the filtered water I was drinking, it was stinking because I had become habitual of drinking water from streams and rivers. The movies, the people, girls, the praise I was receiving from people, nothing was making sense. It all felt fake. No offense to anyone. As a young boy, I liked Bombay a lot, and my dream, in fact, was to come and live in the Bombay. And when I was living in Bombay now, I was not very happy that this is not what I want. Then I asked myself, what do you want, Sachin? And the answer that came to me was, I want fresh air and I want fresh water. Where are the fresh water? In mountain there's fresh water and there's fresh air. So I thought I should go to mountains. Same evening, a friend from Banaras, he called me that he called and said, Baba, Banaras is calling you. All my friend used to call me Baba because I was traveling a lot. Then I told him, no, Banaras is not calling me because Banaras is a place where you go to die. And I was sure that I have to live a lot. I have a lot of life to live. Then same night I was sitting with a friend. It was almost 1 in the night. And then I thought, I can't be in Bombay anymore. I need to go. But I don't have a bicycle anymore, so I can't travel by a bicycle. By that time, all my money was also finished. So what should I do? Then I thought, oh, walking is free. But you don't need anything to walk. You have your own feet. You don't need to pay ticket for your feet. So I thought I should walk. And what route should I take? Because I have to go to mountains. Then I remember the call of my friend from Banaras, and I realized that Ganga is flowing in Banaras and it comes from mountains. So I should follow Ganga. So I should simply walk from Banaras to its source in mountains. So that is how the route was decided. I called a friend. She booked my ticket from Bombay to Banaras for the same week. And 1 week later, I was in Banaras. And in mid of August 2016, I started my first walk from Banaras Panchganga Ghat, and for next 84 days I walked along the waters of Ganga for almost 1800 kilometers to its source in Gangotri Gomukh. And when I reached there, I was in Tapovan, which is a place above Gomukh. There's a beautiful mountain, Shivling Peak. When I was there was nobody there. The gates of Gangotri have closed. So I was all alone in the morning, and I looked at the mountain. It was early morning. It was shining gold. I still remember that visual. It was one of the most beautiful visual I have ever seen in my life. And I was happy that I have done this journey. I have achieved something big. But that morning when I was looking at the mountain, I hear this whisper of mountain, my boy, okay, now your journey has started. Now you go back, rest for a while, and then you come back and begin your journey again. I was like, what is going on? I thought people realize great truths of life after doing a journey, and the mountain is saying that your journey has started. Your journey has just started. But I could also not ignore the voice of the mountain, because in a way it was my own voice, and it was very honest, sincere voice. And I had no doubt in that voice of the mountain. So I went back to Rishikesh. I was staying with a friend for a few weeks, and then I started walking again. I came back to Tapovan. Then I walked from Gangotri to Delhi, and then I walked in highest mountain of Ladakh for almost 700 kilometers, carrying 30 kilo of weight. And then I ended up doing Narmada Parikrama. I walked with Yamuna River last year, and I'm still walking. I, I want to stop, but I want to stop when it stops on its own. Right now, my body, my mind is telling me to keep on walking. So I take one step at a time, and I'm simply allowing this journey to decide what it does to me. Soon I will continue the journey I had paused. I walked with Yamuna last year, like I said, and soon I will start my walking journey along Char Dham and again with the Ganga River from source to the sea in Ganga Sagar. On this YouTube channel, I will be sharing the glimpses and experiences from the walk I do. I'll be talking about what it means to take such long walks and what are the experiences, what I'm learning, what are the challenges. And I will also be talking about the things I learn on the way. I'll be talking about everything. I'll be talking about whatever goes in life of a person who is trying to create his own path. So if you are someone who wants to undertake your path and take some hints from someone who is walking on his own path and someone who is not following anybody's path but simply following the voice of the heart. So here I will be simply talking about what it means to follow one's heart, what challenges one face, what learnings one have along the way, and yes, so like they say, like all YouTubers say, subscribe, share, and be here. Namaste.